Hi there, this is Manda, and today I've got for you a video based on my 6 swift shifts. Gets easier every time you say it, which is a document to help people with panic and anxiety. It's a document with 6 ideas on to alleviate some of the worst aspects of panic. They're graded to some extent. Some of the items on there are pretty intense. Suddenly and resolutely lower some of the body's panicky symptoms, such as the racing heart, etc. Others are less impacting in terms of immediacy and do need lots of practice. So this is as good a time as any to start. So hopefully you'll get something out of watching this video. If you don't have the 6 swift shifts, feel free to get it. It's free to have. There's a link down in the information below. Just click on that and you can get hold of the PDF document. The first one, I have to say, is kind of really general. It's about reframing. So although we're going to do number 2 today, which is the sensory and mindfulness exercise, actually let's always bear in mind that the reframing part of managed panic has to happen all of the time. So as a background feature to all of the work you do for panic, just bear in mind that that is an important message to get through to yourself. My body is panicking because it wants me to survive. My body is panicking because it thinks I'm in immediate, imminent threat. My body is panicking because I'm used to doing this. My body cares, my brain cares, my whole system cares. This is not torture, this is not punishment, this is not a horrible reminder that I'm still struggling with panic after all these years. This is simply my body using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. We don't need no sledgehammer, so I need to retrain my body to not take these stimuli so seriously. And even if I don't know what the stimuli are at the moment, well, I can still retrain my body to be in a state of feeling safer, of telling itself that I'm safe. And I'm going to start by doing that with reframing. Whatever my body is doing right now, it's doing because it wants the best for me. And that's a really useful reframe. So please do bear that in mind, because that's your step number 1. So on to step number 2. And this is where we go into our mindfulness techniques. We do a grounding exercise. We're going to visit the immediate environment with all of our senses. So taking a deep breath, checking our posture, being in an upright, alert position with the intention of doing something really useful, with the intention of doing something really helpful. That's the starting point for this. We are going to do something helpful. So let's just take the inhalation in. And as we breathe out, switch to the experience of sight. Allow my voice to be in the background guiding you, but have your attention on your vision, on anything in the immediate area that comes to you. We're looking for 5 things. When I say we're looking for them, what we're going to do is allow them to be there. And we might even notice things that are between the gaps. We might find that we notice one item and next to it a second item. But we might notice that our attention is also playing on that gap between them, on the shape, the space, the shadow. So if that happens, just allow that to happen. Follow this with your vision. Allow your vision to be the lead, your interface with the world. So 5 things. Allow yourself to see those and to notice those. Just becoming aware that that's how you're interacting with the world right now. And taking another breath, shifting now to 4 things that you can touch. So just reaching out with your hands in the immediate environment. Noticing the sensations of it. Noticing whether something surprises you. Trying to put aside the expectations of what that will feel like to touch. But being aware that some things may feel smooth and others may feel rough. Some may feel warm and others might feel cool. So just allowing and going with that, allowing those things to come to your fingertips and allowing your fingertips to be the interface with the world, to be your contact with the world at this moment. And if your mind goes back to the horrible symptoms that you might be feeling, that's what minds do, that's okay. Just bring the attention back to the fingertips, bring the attention back to the experience of the sense of touch. And being aware of those 4 things. So taking in another breath and checking the posture, still alert, focused and aware. The intention is that we're going to fully interact with our environment. And now we're on to 3 things. 3 things that we can hear, so allowing the sound out there to come into the ears, not straining for it, just allowing it to be there. Now, of course, my voice is one of those sounds. So you may just be noticing and allowing my voice to come to you. That's okay. Just noticing. But if the hearing sense gets taken away suddenly to noticing the traffic outside, allow that to happen and just noticing it too. See if you can play with hearing my voice, but noticing that traffic or that fridge firing up, as electrical appliances can do if you're sitting in the kitchen. Any birds. Just allowing those 3 sounds to be there without straining. And allowing that hearing sense to be your main focus, your main contact in this moment with your environment. And now breathing again, and letting the breathing go. Switching now to another sense, the sense of smell. And just allowing any sense of smell to come to you, any residual smells that may be in the air from earlier meal prep. Just being open to experiencing the world in this moment through the nose, through the sense of smell. And if you don't have anything to notice in the environment, there don't seem to be any of those residual smells of cats or animals or food, or like I've got my lemon water. And allowing my sense of smell to fully experience that lemon, not tasting, just smelling. So that's okay to be interactive in the environment. You don't have to be completely passive with this exercise. Taking a deep breath again. The intention now is to switch. Switch to the sense of taste. Now, sometimes people have that lingering taste in their mouth from a drink they've recently had, a tea or a coffee. It can be quite strong flavours, so they can hang around. But if there's nothing that's already there, then again you can use something such as the lemon water. And just really experiencing that taste. A hint of lemon, sharpness, the bitterness. Allowing taste to be your most active point of contact with the external world. And just take in a couple of breaths.